Audio Rain, self-titled, 11 tracks, 50 minutes, the debut studio album from the Adelaide-based hard rock metal band, released November 2018 independently, produced and mastered by Jared Nettle. One promo track has been released in Betrayal. The album and the band came to our attention. We did an Audience Interactive November special last year because the Hendrix Vaughan stuff failed audio-wise, so we did that. Let's throw something together with the audience interaction, and this band sent something through, and that's how we found this band overall. Go for it.
Damn good album. Absolutely loved it, and this just fucking rocks from the outset. So if you like your rock and roll, saddle up, get on board. This is awesome. This is really, really punchy hard rock. Great driving music, I reckon, provided you don't mind getting a fuck ton of speeding fines, because you will. It's just that kind of thing. I can only imagine how good this would be live, and I hope they bring this across. I hope they bring it across to Melbourne, because I thought it was damn cool. Really big sound, really nicely well produced. Still really riffy, which I love, which is a lot of the modern stuff isn't. There's no droning chords and shoegazing going on here. This is balls out rock and roll. A nice little lull's probably the wrong word, but it goes quiet in the middle and then comes back to life again, and I just think it's really good album craft. It's done really, really well. I really dug it, and I really hope they tour. I gave it 9 out of 10. It was awesome. Cool. The highlights were Betrayal, Jezebel, One Way, and Breaks Me.
Cool. Hard rock with plenty of energy and balls. Some very punchy moments, some nice quieter moments as well. There are some serious musical chops here as well, and I think I'm hearing an odd time signature here and there. I could be wrong, but that's what I get. I might have been drunk. Great changes. Yeah, probably.
He was 100% drunk.
Yeah. Probably stayed away from Facebook on that time. Great changes within the song, some nice quieter moments, and then it builds up to a heavy punch. Really well structured album. Great track. The track flows together really well. Great mix of heavy songs and some more laid back ones. I would love to sit down with a lyric sheet to these songs. I reckon there's a lot of depth and weight to what he's singing. And the singer delivers with enough strength and conviction to make you feel like he just has to get these songs out of him. I just got that vibe. I kept coming back to this one over the course of the week, because I'll continue to listen to it in coming months. It's a really good fucking album. There's a lot to love on here. I gave it 9 out of 10. Senses One Way, The Portrait, Breaks Me, and Jezebel were my standouts.
I actually met these guys. They come and checked us out at a gig.
Oh, wow, cool.
And we tried to tee something up. Unfortunately, it never came through, but I knew of their first release, like an EP sort of thing. And that was decent in itself. So I was really interested and happy to hear that these guys were still doing their thing. This band has grown so much. Yeah. It's between that being their first release and
I haven't heard
this.
that one, so yeah.
It's fucking good. Like, production, everything. Like, they could always play. They always had that aspect. The riffs were always there. But the biggest thing for me was the vocals have just come so far. Really enjoyed this album. It's a Triple M band that you'll never hear on Triple M, unfortunately.
I agree with that.
And they deserve, because they're in that pocket of like a Nickelback and a Creed and an Alter Bridge, and they fit all within that commercial radio thing. But you know what? It's just not going to happen. Not in this country.
But they're also heavy and musical enough for the muso fans as well. They can play. They can play. They're good musicians, man. They're really good. I really enjoyed this album. I gave it an 8 out of 10. Cool. I thought everything about it was fantastic. Knowing them from 3 years ago and then seeing where they are now, it's like, man, just keep doing it, because you got something there. Betrayal, The Portrait, Make Me Feel, and Jezebel, 8 out of 10.
Cool.
As has been covered, these guys are great. It's hard rock, alternative metal, really modern sound. Everything's very slick, very polished, but not overly done so. Everything sounds like a band still. I know I just buried ballads, but this was actually a really good one, and it actually worked in the context of the music and the album, in the style and the, as Brendan said, album craft. Everything worked really well. Everything that you wanted to hear next came next, and yeah, this was fantastic. I gave it 8 out of 10. I don't really know why, because it was great.
Well, that's probably a good reason.
I have no reason. It felt like an 8 out of 10, but I have no reason for it, because I couldn't really fault it. Just me being a dick. Betrayal.
Place.
Yeah, Betrayal was my highlight. I think everybody had that as well. Pretty much. So.
Actually, on a list, did you guys see that they were made it on a list? Best songs of 2018.
Oh, did they?
Betrayal made that list.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Can't
Good job, boys.
Can't argue with it. It's a damn fine song. Damn fine band, damn fine album. Would love to see him live. Let's hook up a gig.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You guys got to come here.
Yeah.
Do some shows.
Yeah, 'cause-
Okay.
Oh, we'll come over there.
Yeah, we'll
But
go to Adelaide.
you got to buy us tickets and stuff.
Yeah, we'll sleep at your place.
Yeah.
yeah.
We're poor.
For mine, this is cool, riff-driven melodic metal to hard rock kind of thing. Think of a blend. For mine, this is a blend between Warbirds, Lazarus Mode, and Bellicera.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Kind of
That's
those
cool.
three
They're in
bands in
there.
a melting pot. Would
Actually,
do
Warbirds would suit really well with these
be a
guys.
good
Yeah.
gig.
Yeah.
it. Some damn soul performances, and there's some serious vocals that are equally melodic and aggressive, yet never cross over anything like the Grayling territory. They stay away from that. I love the riffs on this record. Some great lead work as well. And the drums and bass pound away under this, but they add to the atmosphere at the same time, which was cool. Riff and rhythm driven has been covered off, but I love the way the drums and the bass under it really change things up and add dimensions to these songs and add the space to the songs as well. Those tempo changes underneath it all really did allow everything else to breathe around it. I think it's an underappreciated aspect of writing that's been shown well on this record. The guitar solos always fit the songs, never go over the top, they're never playing for the sake of playing it. There's fantastic melody and hooks on this too. In those appropriate songs for those moments, while the heavy ones never lose the melody. This is some really well written stuff. Great lyrics in this as well. I love the stories being told. You get a bit of everything here. There's some heartfelt stuff, but some serious anger in this as well. This one covers a lot of territory, and that aspect is all really well crafted. Some fantastic work. Like, these songs stay with you. You'll go away and you keep hearing them, just stuck in your head. Production, that is fantastic for this. It is polished, and so if you like the raw, gritty stuff, you're not going to get what you want out of this, but it hasn't been too polished either. It hasn't been just taken away with it. I love the tones, the depth, the space. It punches, but it doesn't cook the compressor. Not a lot of tricks, but the layering of different elements and different instruments is incredibly well done. The balance is wonderful. It's not fatiguing at all to listen to this one. You can crank it loud, you can play it soft. It all just sits right, and the vocals still cut through no matter what. It's really well done. Great use of the dimensions.
Oh, yeah.
Record.
Fuck yeah.
I love the balance employed here between the heavy and the soft tracks. The album craft is well done. There is always plenty of guitar, but the placement of the tracks is so well thought out. Time flies by with this. It takes you on a journey. These guys are not one-trick ponies, and I would love to see this live, which I think is now the consensus. Some great energy on this, and use of different flavours here and there to break things up was cool. If you like it heavy, dark, melodic with some heart, this is going to appeal to you. I really love the dark tones, the atmosphere captured on this. The addition of keys and the female vocals used at just the right time served the album incredibly well. Very commercially viable stuff that will put some people off. The elitist kind of mindset will be put off by it. But I think there is something here for everyone, ultimately.
Yeah.
I wish I'd gotten around to doing this in 2018, but that said, we're making our top 10s 2018 a whole lot fucking harder. So this is a ripping album. I love it. Heavy yet accessible, very well done, and this one gets better the more I spin it. This is one of the most well-rounded albums I've heard for a long, long time. I gave it 9 out of 10. Senses, Broken, Pill, Shining Light, and Betrayal. So I think Betrayal is on all of our lists
Yeah.
too, and it was one of the singles from the album. So well done, guys. Check it out for yourselves, folks. Let us know what you think.
There's burritos around the corner.
Damn good burritos around the corner.
Sorry.
Drop the elbow when I'm done.
The dog does not want to
Yeah, he's like right there. Motherfuck.
What?
I'm not going to put my
Oh,
face.
put him on him, he won't care.
Oh, I don't want to.
Once he's asleep like that, he doesn't do anything different.
Okay. Where the fuck are you?